morning, everybody. Futari no Ossan here. Today we are reviewing The God of High School. All right. So, what is The God of High School about? Well, it's about the main character, Mori. He meets his two nakama along this tournament called The God of High School. However, there's something larger behind this tournament.
And the one who wins will get the wish granted. At least in the show, there's no somebody like Rahel who backstab you to see the stars. So that's already an improvement in my opinion. Another thing I noticed about the show is it's very cartoonish.
Oh yeah.
So you need to have some kind of high suspension of disbelief in order to enjoy the show. And by episode 3, it goes from Street Fighter to like JoJo with Stan and then all that shit, and that's when I realized the show is like all over the place. And then right after episode 3, we got some random like marriage bullshit with like Mira. Like, who care about her marriage and her personal life? I don't care. What a mess. So for this story, I give it a 3/10. It's a terrible story, terrible humor. It started out promising, then it just keep declining into the last episode. So how about you? What's your thought on this on the story?
I enjoyed the pacing of it, although some people might not like it because they feel like they should have spent more time in the character development and whatnot.
Especially for action show, we need fast-paced action.
Yeah. So I took it as like an action show, something like One Punch Man with its like ridiculousness. And so if you enjoy that very lavish, like insane action-packed stuff, I think this is it'll be fun for you. If anything, watch the first episode. I thought it was like pretty fascinating how they show the chase scene by like the perspectives of different people, and then they all end up at one point. That to me was like pretty great.
And then stop the anime right there after the first episode.
yeah. But it's gonna be hard because that first episode was damn good, I gotta tell you. So I give it an average in terms of plot, story-wise. Yeah, I give it a 7. Let's move on to characters. What'd you think of the characters?
So characters, I feel like this show has a very forgettable cast. I'm not even sure why these 3 guys become nakama in the first place. Like, I don't understand like where the friendship how is it even created in the first place. The main character is like as cliche as a shonen main character as it gets. He's kind of like Goku, like he's just like carefree. It's very hard for me to be invested in a character like that, like an empty-handed character. For me, for the characters, I give a 4/10. Boring cast, boring main characters. What can I say? How about you?
So yeah, I think the characters are average. Like, they're nothing spectacular, but I found them enjoyable. So I give them an average 7. On to the art. What do you think of the art?
I have a hard time, like I said, I have a hard time dealing with the main character, Weird. Also, I had to laugh really hard at the fact that he's been wearing that sleeping mask on his head ever since he was a kid. So for the art, I give it a 7/10. It has decent fighting scenes and some weird stylistic choices here and there. How about you?
This is where I kind of become a sucker for this show. The animation was like pretty top notch, I think. Even some of the fighting scenes, like the taekwondo and stuff. Okay, those scenes, they had to be modeled from like some real taekwondo.
Not really. I don't think anybody can jump like 20 feet in the air to do a kick.
Well, not the jumping, but like the form, the art form. The art form is definitely, it looked like it was actually modeled from like real moves. Which I thought that was pretty fascinating. I really don't see that a lot, So yeah, I'm giving the animation a 9 here. I think they did a fantastic job with the animation. Pretty damn good. Yeah, so now we head on over to our overall score. What do you think overall?
My overall is 5/10. I would say that if you can ignore the bad and non-existent plot, then it's definitely a decent fighting battle royale anime.
Alright, if you're looking for some action-packed shit, this is the show for you. Alright, like Kay said, if you can ignore the plot, if you don't care much for character development, watch it.
Exactly.
It won't disappoint you. It's got great action, alright? So I give it an 8/10. That's our overall impression.
Yeah, let us know what you think, and once again, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.
See ya, everybody.